Welcome to another informative session of the New England Job Show. Our guest today is Certified Career Coach Arleen Bradley. Arleen?
Be sure to listen carefully to the entire question before you answer. Don't, listen to half the question, have the answer in your mind, and then spit it out and only to find out that wasn't the question. The interview begins when you arrive on the company property. Treat everybody with kindness and respect that you would give the person interviewing with. It's only courteous to do so, but it's very important that you do that. Okay, what to bring? You want to make sure you have a working pen. You want to have your business cards. You want to have your portfolio. I think people have, some of them have portfolios. Extra copies of your resume to give to people who you're going to interview with. And this one's really, really important. An appointment calendar. Because if they say, we want to have you come in again for a second interview, you can make that appointment right then and there. You don't have to say, I'll get back to you. No, you're ready right then and there. Okay, now we're going to do some do's and don'ts. Do ask about the time frame for hiring. You want to know when are they going to be making a decision and when they want the person on board. Do you have the correct names and titles? Hence the business cards. Get a business card from everybody that you interview with. Pay attention to detail and proofread your resume. If you have a presentation, if you have a portfolio, anything they're going to look at, proofread it. Make sure it is free of any type of possible errors. Prepare for your interview. Don't wing it. This is not a job at McDonald's where you can just wing it. No. Prepare. Be professional in not only your dress, but your demeanor, your speech, your correspondence, and your phone calls. Make a dry run to the interview venue at the same time of day and the same day. So I know some people, if they are going into Boston, will go on a Sunday afternoon and try to find the location. Now, that's great. And they say, okay, it took me 20 minutes to get into Boston on Sunday afternoon to get to the financial district. Okay? We know that's not going to happen if you have a 9 o'clock interview on a Monday morning. Not going to happen. Make sure you eat a healthy breakfast and or lunch, whichever one, is appropriate. And make sure it's healthy. You want to make sure you get your protein in to stave off hunger. Don't eat cruciferous vegetables that, could make noises. Don't drink too much liquids. If you're a 4-cup of coffee a day person, try to limit that. Get a good night's sleep the night before. May be difficult because you're nervous and you're restless, but try to get a good night's sleep before. A lot of times people want to cram the night before, but what happens is, okay, yes, you're cramming and the information's in your head, but you're so exhausted that it doesn't come out right. So what you want to do is you want to cram the day before, get a good night's sleep, wake up refreshed, and have your mind functioning. Plan on arriving about 10 to 15 minutes early. That's on time. You don't want to come a half hour early. 10 to 15 minutes, preferably around 10. And especially if you have any information that they're going to want, like an application. Take notes. Don't be like really taking every word that's said, but just jot down key words to refresh your memory, because that will help you for the next interview. There are some companies, if I'm not mistaken, they will write down the questions and it goes on a website so that anybody, I want to say Microsoft, either Microsoft or Google, I'm not sure. And remember, what some person may think as a negative, you may like, and vice versa. Do not take your cell phone in. Leave it in the car, turn it off. Double check. Make sure it is off. Off, off, off. I can't say that enough. Again, use your best manners, your please, your thank yous. Figure your grandmother's there. Be honest and sincere. If you don't compliment them on their appearance, because that could backfire on you. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't appear desperate, depressed, or any of those, discouraged. Leave those home. You want to be upbeat, energetic. Don't talk about illnesses you have or had. I remember somebody saying they were working with a recruiter. The gentleman was very athletic. He was in his 60s, and he did have arthritis, but he looked fabulous. So he had an appointment with his recruiter. He sat down, and when he sat down, he went, "Oh."
Oh yeah, don't make those.
Okay. All right?
No matter how much it hurts.
No matter how much it hurts, never let them see you sweat. But what you wanted, because she told him, "I'm done." He says, "Well, we haven't started." She says, "I am done until you can come in that door, sit down without making a sound. Because no matter what you do, if you come in and you do that, it's over." So, don't talk about your illnesses. Don't talk about your past surgeries. No. Unless, I do have to qualify that, if you have been unemployed for a long time because you had a medical issue, maybe it was a car accident, maybe it was cancer or something, assure them that you are healthy now, you've taken care of the problem, and you're ready to go back to work. Do not talk about problems with your previous company, your boss, your coworkers. Don't badmouth anybody, because they are thinking, "Gee, she could do that to me." Don't force a rapport if it's not there. Don't express an interest in Civil War weaponry if you hate guns. It's not going to be there. Don't exhibit your nervous tics, like, clicking a pen, hand motions. Maybe you drum your fingers.
Shaking your leg, that's what I do.
Shake your leg, twirl your hair. Whatever your nervous tics are, forget about them. And a way to find out what your nervous tics are, ask someone you know to videotape you and try to work on that. Don't ever say you were fired. Say you left the company. Doesn't matter whether it's voluntary. Why, how. Do not be the one to bring up your salary and benefits. Let them do it. And that's a whole nother presentation. Don't smoke. Don't offer too much information. If they say, "Why did you leave your last," just say, "Downturn in the company, I was laid off." Don't go into the whole details. Again, don't take excessive notes. Do not chew gum, eat anything, drink coffee. This is not a place to bring that Dunkin' Donuts, okay?
She pointed at me, yeah.
No, I'm pointing at Alan.
Oh, you, okay.
Okay, this is not the place to bring that, except water, but not coffee. There's some kind of cordialness, friendliness that goes along with drinking coffee that can be misconstrued, and you relax and you can let on more information than you may want to. Well, this person's okay. They offered me coffee. I can tell them, well, I really made this, or my boss was like that. Oh, no, I won't tell anybody. I promise I won't tell a soul. And you've just gave away the farm. Okay, that concludes my presentation.
Arleen Bradley has an enthusiasm for individuals and their professional transformations. She has founded 2 networking groups that have served 275 job searchers, of whom 250 are now employed. She is certified as a job search strategist, as a career management coach, and as a job loss recovery coach. She is a Careerism-approved career expert. As a holistic coach, she is just as concerned about the job searcher as she is about the job search. She operates a private coaching practice in Lawrence, Massachusetts. Watch our website, nejs.org, for the next informative presentation of the New England Job Show.